Welcome to the best of Combate Americas. 60 minutes of the most exciting mixed martial arts action. It's mucha más acción as the best of Combate Americas gets started. Here's our first fight of the night.
As he wears his Indian headdress, very proud of his background. You heard him say that old fighter is dead. He is reborn. This is a guy who went through all sorts of hell. He was homeless and penniless, had a gambling problem, and here he comes with Tito Ortiz walking him out to the jaula.
Excuse me, if somebody came out with that hat on, I would be like, this guy's gonna scalp me. That would be kind of intimidating. I wonder though, I have never rematched in my career. I've wanted to, and hopefully I will get that opportunity. But I wonder what they feel like now that they're already know what the other fighter brings to the table. You've already felt his punches. You already have felt the way that he fights. How are you going to be different in this fight? What are you going to do to make those adjustments to come out and claim that belt? I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm very at the edge of my seat. If
yeah, you are.
I literally am. Like I'm kind of, my heart's pumping through my chest here. I'm excited.
Okay, so you see JT Torres, his father, whose son just fought, wearing the Lucha Libre mask, bringing out Ruquet to the jaula, and he has been waiting for this too, and he campaigned for this title fight. It was a rematch from a fight in 2015 where Lopez choked him out, arm triangle in the second round. A lot has changed for both of these fighters. Lopez, the champion since March 29th after beating Aldai. Here he is. Joey Ruquet representing so many, including Puerto Rico. El Cazador, the hunter, hunting for that title.
And Joey has been with us for a long time, 5-2 with the company. He's looking to improve his record with Combate to 6-2, and not only improve, but walk away with that gold strapped around your waist.
To Lupe.
El campeón reinante, the reigning champion, Gustavo Lopez.
All right, Gustavo Lopez, he mentioned that. He said today was a harder weight cut 6 or 7 pounds in the morning to make it, and he did. Again, all 4 fighters in our main and co-main event making that weight. What's so impressive about Lopez? It's a long list, but he does it the right way, and he has beaten most of the guys in this division over his long Combate career.
Let me tell you something about Gustavo. He won the belt showing up on one day's notice, and he beat the guy, but then they didn't give it to him because he had missed weight by 1 pound. But how can you blame the guy when he cut like 24 pounds within 24 hours? This guy knows how to cut weight, and he did have a big weight cut, 7 pounds in the morning that he had to finish, but he did it. And like I said, he always does whatever is asked to him to the best of his ability. He's a perfect role model for the sport. And, you know, he's a hard worker. He comes into the gym and he busts his butt, and he told the cameras, I'm gonna whoop his ass. And, you know, there's a confidence that Gustavo has, and when you know that you're better than someone and you already beat them, you walk in there with your head held high knowing that, you know, I've already done this before, I'm just gonna go do it again, except this time even worse.
Peña, I'm so pumped for this fight.
You have no idea.
I love it. This is so, we've been waiting for it, and we said these 2 fights, this night was coming, and we said we waited, and here it is.
And the only reason why I'm a little bit more excited is because we're both from Washington State. We're both from the 509.
He's from Yakima.
I've known Gustavo for many years, and he is a friend.
And he's always got a smile on his face.
Sometimes it's hard for me when I know that them very personally.
You got to put that aside, Peña.
I know.
JP, all right. Here it is, folks. The bantamweight title, defending it. Gustavo Lopez, Joey Ruquet. Let's go back inside La Jaula to Lupe.
Damas y caballeros, desde Harrah's, Harvey's Lake Tahoe. Prepárense, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. this is Combate Americas. Los oficiales de este duelo son, the officials of this bout are Adelaide Bird, Junihiro Camillo, and Marcos Rosales. Llegó la hora. Este es el duelo estelar de esta noche. This is the main event. Presentado por, being presented by Duralast, Proven Tough. En juego, el Campeonato Mundial Peso Gallo de Combate Americas on the line. The Combate Americas Bantamweight Championship. Y veremos quién es el más macho. Presentando en la esquina azul, el retador, introducing the blue corner, the challenger, vestido de color negro. He steps into la jaula wearing black. He weighed in at an official 134 1/4 pounds. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 134 libras y 1/4 en su 10º combate a nivel profesional, con 7 victorias y 2 derrotas. He enters la jaula for the 10th time as a pro, with 7 victories against 2 losses. Representing Venice, Florida, and fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, El Cazador, Joey Ruquet. En la esquina roja, el campeón reinante. In the red corner, the reigning champion, wearing white with red trim, vestido de blanco con vivos rojos. Su peso oficial, 135 libras, his official weight, 135 pounds. En su 15º combate a nivel profesional, con 10 victorias y 4 derrotas. He enters la jaula for the 15th time as a pro, with 10 victories against 4 losses. Tonight, making the first defense of his Combate Americas Bantamweight Championship. Esta noche, hace la primera defensa de su campeonato mundial peso gallo de Combate Americas. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Gustavo Lopez. Your referee, Chris Tahoe.
Gustavo.
Chris Tahoe back in there in the middle.
All right, guys, you've been given the rules. I expect you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. This is a championship fight. Give us a championship effort. Good luck.
I don't think they'll have any concerns about that. One man from Florida, Ruquet, Lopez from Washington, 2 sides of the country, but both now reside in Las Vegas. Lopez, 3 years the senior. Good height advantage for Ruquet, but look at the reach. Goes back in Lopez. He's got some long arms, a big-time wingspan, both hitting the mark at 135 for this bantamweight title fight.
He's got some monkey arms, and look for that guillotine for Gustavo Lopez, because that's his money move.
We are underway here in Lake Tahoe, live on DAZN. Lopez, the champion in white, beat Ruquet back in 2015 via submission in the 2nd round.
That was a long time ago, Max, and Ruquet says that he is a completely different fighter. That fighter that quit in that first fight, he's dead. He's gone. And right away, the first thing that I notice is, even though it says Gustavo's got a longer reach, the range of Ruquet is kind of intimidating.
Let's talk about the training here. 2 weeks for Ruquet inside Lake Tahoe, training at high altitude. He trained higher than the fight was going to take place. 10 rounds sparring hard. He's just cutting lust weight now, pushing himself, running the mountains. He did the ski run. He says it feels like it's taking the life out of you. That's a direct quote.
Well, and like he said, he got out cardioed by Gustavo the first time, completely lost all energy tanks. And that's what the problem was in the first fight. He says that's not going to happen this time. I am focused. I'm a different fighter. I'm reborn.
Now, Lopez did not come here 2 weeks in advance, but he did use the hypoxico altitude training. He was sleeping in a tent in his own house, which imitated sleeping at 9,000 feet altitude. We're about 6,200 here in Lake Tahoe for tonight's fight. So I don't expect either of these fighters to be gassed too much. Fitness, a high priority for both.
Gustavo's always got a smile on his face, especially when he knows that he got you. He's got a chin as well, eating those punches but still come forward. Woo, woo. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh! It's over! Lights out in Lake Tahoe! A right hand from hell!
Oh.
Another first round finish for Lopez. He's the champion still.
And a second. I'm so proud of him.
What a way to start the night. We'll be right back. Stay connected to the fastest growing sport in the world. From the comfort of your own home, Combate Americas brings you the most exciting fights, the latest in MMA news, features, and mucha más acción. Follow Combate Americas on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to watch Combate Americas on Access TV, Univision, and TUDN. Combate Americas, mucha más acción.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
This bout concludes with an official time of 1 minute 45 seconds of the opening stanza. Your winner, by way of KO, el ganador por knockout, y aún campeón gallo de Combate Americas, still Combate Americas Bantamweight Champion, Gustavo Lopez.
When this guy fights, you gotta tune in. There is no doubt who the best at 135 is. Jose Alday will tell you. Joey Ruquet will tell you that. They were different fighters from 2015. What Ruquet did not know is Lopez is a whole lot better than he was.
I mean, he's got some heavy hands. Here he goes to steer his opponent off balance and just throws a money short right hook, excuse me. Right, boom, real short, perfect. And you know what? I've trained with Gustavo. He's got lightning dynamite sticks in both hands. He's fast and he throws hard and heavy, and every shot is within bad intentions. And you can see that there.
Ruquet didn't want to shake hands. He says we can shake hands afterwards. He wants that respect. He's going to have to wait. Lopez took that respect in electrifying fashion with one right hand.
Oh, and that's all she wrote. That's all you need is one. Left hook and right hand and a left hook. That's all you need.
Now everyone's trying to get in the pecking order at 135, but you want a piece of this action. Gustavo Lopez is getting better. It's interesting because he's a guy who has put his time in. He's 30 years of age, but he is hitting the notes now. This is where he is the most dangerous fighter. And to think, Juliana, it all started, he filled in for Levy Marroquin back in September. It was the first fight I ever called for Combate Americas. He filled in to fight Jose Alday, had to drop that weight. That's why he got the rematch. He won. Look at him now. And now we'll hear from Gustavo Lopez, the man of the hour, the bull of the woods.
It couldn't happen to a tougher, stronger, more hardworking guy. Gustavo Lopez is literally eyes on the division at all times. He's at every single combates. He's constantly surrounded by great fighters when he's training out of Extreme Couture. And we look forward to hearing what he has to say here inside La Jaula with our Presidente Alberto Del Rio.
How we are this evening. ¿Cómo estamos todos allá en casa? Todos los que están viendo Combate Américas, señoras y señores.
Ladies and gentlemen watching Combate.
Campeón de Combate Américas, Gustavo López. Gustavo López, muchas felicidades, mi hermano.
Congratulations.
Muchas gracias, me siento increíble.
I feel incredible.
Tan feliz, muchas gracias a todos
happy.
allá en
Thanks to everybody in Washington.
Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Gustavo, tell me something. What was your game plan coming into this fight? ¿Cuál era tu plan de pelea viniendo esta pelea tan difícil contra Joey Ruquet?
What was
the
your
game plan was pressure him, making sure to shoot. If I was going to shoot high because people like to throw knees, but my hand's been feeling and looking amazing. I want to thank my coaches. Hey, Coach Giff, you guys are amazing. Thank you for everything that you do. Without you, this belt wouldn't be here.
Gustavo, mira, vamos y a todos allá. Watch.
All right, let's take a look now, Gustavo,
Vamos a ver
so we can see
poderoso knockout.
how'd you
Describe
this powerful
what was
knockout.
going on through your head in this moment.
I keep doing this every day. I train with my coaches 2-3 times a day. I feel amazing, and that's the same combination we've been throwing for like the past 5 months.
Le pregunto al campeón que qué pasaba por su cabeza en este momento cuando instantes antes de noquear a Joe Ruquet y dijo que es lo que ha estado trabajando durante semanas,
Alberto's
durante
repeating what
y aquí lo aplicó
Gustavo
dentro
Lopez
de la
just said
jaula
about
sagrada
he was practicing
de
that punch for the last
Combate
5 months.
Americas.
Incredible.
Tell me, what's coming for you, champ? ¿Qué es lo que viene aquí en Combate América? What do you want? My boss, my friend, Campbell McLaren is here. Ask him whatever you want, whatever you need. I think you will give it to Gustavo, right, my friend? Le pregunto a mi jefe, a mi amigo Campbell McLaren.
I'm asking my friend
y le digo a
Campbell
Gustavo que le pida lo que
Gustavo,
quiera.
again, repeating what he just said there about what he wants next.
Aquí en la jaula sagrada de Combate Américas.
De verdad, lo que quieran. Yo estoy listo para pelear a los mejores del mundo.
What I'm ready for is to fight the best in the world and get better.
Un poquito más.
A little bit more.
The champ is telling us that he's just the best in the planet. Señoras y señores, ladies and gentlemen, su campeón, your champion, Gustavo Lopez. Let's give it up for him.
Gracias a todos.
We will be right back with our second fight of the night after this commercial break.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
Stay connected to the fastest growing sport in the world. From the comfort of your own home, Combate Americas brings you the most exciting fights, the latest in MMA news, features, and mucha más acción. Follow Combate Americas on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to watch Combate Americas on Access TV, Univision, and TUDN. Combate Americas, mucha más acción. Let's go cage side for our second fight of the night.
Making his way into la jaula, Jose Luis Verdugo.
All right, Jose Luis Verdugo. His nickname is Dos Lobos, which is about an old fable of the two wolves, the good one, the bad one. I'm not going to get into too many details, and I don't want to do it any justice. But Verdugo comes in here and has bounced around in his MMA career, but he's looking to focus and find success here at Combate Americas, trained by Raul Arvizu, Mexican-born.
Trains at the famed Entran Gym. He's 35 years old. He's a part-time industrial engineer. He's utilizing his master's degree from Sonora University. And he loves to hang out with his family. You know, his mom is one of his biggest fans, but she never comes to his fights because she doesn't want to see her baby get punched in the face. And I hear you, Mom. It can be pretty stressful times.
Also carried the nickname Chelis as he gets ready. He has not fought since October of 2018 for another promotion. Has fought in Combate Americas when he fought Anthony Avila in May of 2018. Has also had a Combate fight all the way back in June of 2017. Both defeats. You mentioned Avila. He also lost to Marco Antonio Elpidio. As we go back inside, La Jaula and Lupe Contreras.
Su oponente, his opponent, Erick Sanchez.
Well, here's the spot for Erick Sanchez. Putting together a lot of good fights. And now with that lightweight title next month, a win here, and Sanchez can go to Campbell McLaren and Alberto Del Rio and Balu Vargas and says, it's my time. I want the winner of that, but he's got to win this first. And that's going to be very complicated because he is a heavy favorite and he has a very experienced, tough guy in his path.
Erick Sanchez considers himself a stand-up fighter, but he's got great wrestling. We are also, it should be duly noted, looking for guys to fight in our Copa Combate coming up in December. And both of these gentlemen have an opportunity to shine. Whichever fighter comes out on top could possibly be selected to come and fight for the Copa Combate Championship in December. And that's an exciting thing to look forward to. We're looking for the top dogs, the top talent in the 155 division, and whoever wins this might jump out off the page to be our guy selected to fight in that tournament. It's a great tournament to fight for.
Absolutely.
A lot of money on the line.
And a nice trophy, I'm sure, as they would look to imitate or even oversell the trophy that was handed to Andres Quintana last December. Erick Sanchez fought at Bellator, was an undefeated fighter there, comes to Combate Americas, where he has one defeat, and that was the Bullet Quintana back in 2017.
We will be right back. Stay connected to the fastest growing sport in the world. From the comfort of your own home, Combate Americas brings you the most exciting fights, the latest in MMA news, features, and mucha más acción. Follow Combate Americas on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to watch Combate Americas on Access TV, Univision, and TUDN. Combate Americas, mucha más acción.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
Continuamos con mucha más acción este duelo. 3 vueltas en la división peso ligero. We continue with much more action this bout. 3 rounds in the lightweight division. Jueces, the judges, Dave Hagen, Patricia Morse-Jarman y Glenn Trowbridge. Presentando la esquina azul, vestido de rojo con vivos blancos. Introducing the blue corner, wearing red with white trim, he weighed in at 155 1/4 pounds. Su peso oficial, 155 libras y un cuarto. En su 18º combate, dentro de la jaula, con 9 victorias y 8 derrotas. He enters la jaula for the 18th time as a pro, with 9 victories against 8 losses. Oriundo de Hermosillo, Sonora, and fighting out of Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, José Luis Dos Lobos Verdugo. En la esquina roja, in the red corner, vestido de color azul, wearing the blue trunks, he weighed in at an identical 155 1/4 pounds. Su peso, un peso idéntico a su rival de 155 libras y un cuarto, en su 14º combate dentro de la jaula, con 9 victorias y 4 derrotas. He enters la jaula for the 14th time as a professional, with 9 victories against 4 losses. Representing Sacramento, California, Erick Sanchez. Our referee, Jason Herzog.
Jason Herzog in the middle.
Fighters gone over the rules in the back. There were no final questions from you, Red. There were no final questions from you, Blue. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Come on, ready to fight.
All right, to the tail of the tape, and Verdugo, a veteran in the very truest sense, 35 years of age, 1-inch height advantage, 2 inches via the reach. We are in the lightweight division.
Don't pray for me, it says on his chest.
He doesn't need your prayers. It's Erick Sanchez in blue. If you joined us late, shame on you. You saw Gustavo Lopez lay down a serious marker as one of the best bantamweight fighters in the world as Verdugo sweeps the legs away from Sanchez. Verdugo in red. Sanchez with everything to fight for, knowing a win here puts him in prime position to be high in the pecking order for whoever comes out on top next month between Rafa Garcia and Ghost Pepper.
Sanchez staying on him, staying tight, not wanting too much separation, stealing the center of the jaula early, but those kicks from Verdugo have been hard, and they've gotten through every time.
We're happy, at least we don't know any of the details, but Joey Ruquet walked on his own to the ambulance and went to the hospital, but he was alert after that massive knockout at the hands of Gustavo Lopez. Again, Verdugo comes in hot with the kicks. Sanchez, as you pointed out, Juliana, taking the center of La Jaula, but not doing much with it. Got caught.
Bobbing and weaving, getting out of there, hitting his shots and getting out. Sanchez staying on him. Left hook and a right hand. And those kicks are getting through. I mean, they're not career-ending right now, but they are slowing his fighter down, and he did get hit with that right hand over the top. Those kicks are money. They could be distracting, and they could definitely slow you down. Sanchez, though, pressing the pace and coming forward, throwing kicks of his own, and that was a slap heard around the world.
Certainly hearing it. Echoing through our headphones here. It is loud.
Stalking, there is nowhere to go for Verdugo. Just his back up against La Jaula. Erick just trying to pin him down, not giving him any space, nowhere to breathe. Sanchez going forward.
Sanchez looking to change the tempo here. He's been on the back foot figuratively.
And switching it up with those feints so he can get that left hook to sneak in there, but he barely missed.
Back against Sanchez. We talked about the Sacramento connection, the experience with alpha male, incredible training that he can get there.
Sanchez blocks the kick, looking to close the distance with this fighter with his strikes, looking to corral him in and cut him off so that he doesn't have any room to go anywhere. Big, massive overhand right, followed with a straight right.
Finally, Sanchez making some headway here with that big overhand right.
And Verdugo just looks super focused, but I would like to see him, you know, throw something a little bit on his own. Come on, we're fine.
Yeah, low blow there. Yeah, it was Verdugo saying it's okay. They had to wait a minute. Verdugo. All right, Sanchez now really closing in, almost putting Verdugo up against the fence.
He wants to be in that close quarters type of dirty boxing, but that leg kick.
It's hurt him. It's hurt that lead leg.
It's been slowing him down for sure. You can see a little welt. Do you see that welt poking out of his left lead leg there? Right above the kneecap, there's a little bit of a welt. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Got the leg.
I didn't mean to say the Lord's name in vain. Oh, Wow, did you see that? Took the legs right out from underneath him, but he fell into a double leg, but Verdugo was able to get back to his feet. He's switching his stances because it hurts on that lead leg.
Yeah, there he goes. He's going left-handed there. This is not going the way Sanchez envisioned, and now that right lead leg takes some punishment.
Sanchez switching the stances. Can't put too much pressure on that lead leg anymore. He's got to do something different. Verdugo doing a nice job of using those kicks to slow down Sanchez. And he's looking for a knockout fight.
Oh, boy.
He says he's good.
Verdugo like a lumberjack, just chopping away at the lead legs. Whichever one it might be, it has switched here for Sanchez. To the ribs from Sanchez. He can't leverage on that leg at this point.
Oh, nice body kick from Verdugo.
All right, getting towards the end of this first round, and Sanchez will have to really revise his game plan after what's happened here. Verdugo working that leg, and it's paid off in big, big ways.
Dividends, some would say, Max. That was a great first round for both of these fighters. Sanchez, you can tell, is a little bit disappointed. He definitely needs to make these adjustments coming out in round 2 because I don't know how many more of those leg kicks he can take. They're definitely slowing him down. They're distracting him, and they're hurting him. He's fallen several times.
Now having a long discussion. Sanchez, you can see it etched on his face, the frustration.
And Verdugo, I mean, he's 0-2 with Combate. He's chomping at the bit to get a win under the Combate Americas banner, and he's willing to sacrifice everything to get this win. He's not sitting down. He's ready. He's focused.
May not go now, Verdugo. A guy who wants that first Combate victory.
Bube in his corner.
Bube Alvarado, who's also in the mix for possibly one of these title fights in one of these divisions. This is the
big leg kick, sweeps the carpet right out from underneath Erick Sanchez.
What's that feel? That's what feel like when your lead leg can't go.
It hurts.
It hurts, but you really have to completely change your game plan.
And also, he's making a little bit of an error by trying to catch the kick. Just throw your right hand right down this clown's mouth. I mean, if they're going to kick you, let them kick you. I'd rather take the kick than a right hand.
All right, as we go into the second round, we'll see if that time between rounds was able to aid Sanchez in any way, shape, or form. He continues to go in a left-handed stance.
Comes out quick and squirrely is in the southpaw stance.
By necessity, really, at this point.
He can make it work, though, and that's what's really interesting about the fighters that can switch stances. I love that. Nice. Slapped him, too, on the way out. Give him the old Stockton slap.
It was a dominant first round for Verdugo.
Gotta keep moving your feet, Sanchez.
Verdugo
he's gonna get the other one now.
You can't see this going much longer. Sanchez with no use of his legs, left or right.
He says, no problem. I took the first one out. I can take the other one, too.
I don't know.
And now you're worried. Is he going to punch me in the face? Is he going to kick me in the head? Or is he going to kick my legs out? Now you're second guessing. Whew.
Verdugo, who had a good soccer career going as a teenager, had to quit it. But I tell you what, that soccer skill's paying off because he is thumping it like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, those soccer kicks are definitely detrimental. Inside leg kick for Verdugo, outside leg kick for Verdugo. That's kind of like in your blood, though, right?
Yeah.
Going up in the...
Sanchez right fighting back with his fist.
Yes.
Looks for the
Nice takedown defense. Beautiful takedown defense by Verdugo. But those shots clipped him. Nicely done by Erick Sanchez. He needs a little bit more of those. I'd like to see a little bit more because those are really what's making Verdugo backpedal. The power in the hands of Sanchez is, you've got to respect it.
Something to hang your hat on if you're Sanchez, who's been second best throughout the first round, grossly second best in the first round, a little better in round 2.
Looks like Erick Sanchez is starting to recognize when those leg kicks are coming in, but he eats a big old left hand over the top.
Sure did there, and Verdugo in control here.
Big old straight right for Verdugo too, and back to the legs.
You can see that how he lifted that right leg, very fragile.
Oh! Sorry.
No one gets more excited for fighting
That was a woofer.
than the Venezuelan vixen. That's better from Sanchez. Went upstairs.
You're buckling him, Sanchez. You can do it.
He has to fight through the pain threshold that he's feeling in his legs.
Yeah.
Verdugo's aware of that.
And that's what it means to fight through adversity. And he's doing it.
Looking for that lead leg again. It's worked for Verdugo. Sanchez can't close the distance. Can only use his arms in any attacking prowess. Probably wouldn't dare fire off a kick at this point.
See, what's weird is that Sanchez is a really great wrestler, too. He prefers to stand up, but he knows how to wrestle. Wait on that leg kick to blast the double through and take him down.
How does he get the wrestling game into this, which he desperately needs to get Verdugo off his feet?
So you got to mix it up. You got to let your hands set up your takedowns or your kicks set up your takedowns. But since this guy's been kicking your legs off all fight, wait for him to kick him, wait for him to throw that kick, and then that's your opportunity to close the distance with that blast double. Put him right through a brick wall.
All right.
You can't let this guy continue to kick you like that. And your wrestling is great. Take him down.
Surprised at all that Verdugo hasn't continued the onslaught with the kicks?
I think he's starting to respect the power of Erick Sanchez, and he's not being able to get as many leg kicks off this round just because Erick Sanchez is getting wise to the game, homie.
There he is. He was able to get that lead leg there after a massive attempt at an uppercut. Now he's working the legs. Sanchez, like a statue there for a moment, taking some punishment.
I mean, great read by Sanchez to get out of the way of those uppercuts because they're ready to shovel his head right off his shoulders. Those are some nasty uppercuts.
All right, Sanchez just trying to get those legs to work again, and there he actually gets a kick off.
Nice body kick. It's not going to be a fight ender.
The fact he can throw a kick is a step in the right direction.
Yes, sir.
Literally.
Let's go, Sanchez. Don't wait.
30 seconds to go, round two of 3. The fight that will lead us to our first ever featherweight championship.
There you go. You got to mix it up. Feints. He's biting.
Sanchez changes his angles.
Once they bite on your fake, you got to follow it up with something. You can't just fake and then not close the distance or not throw punches. They're biting on the fake. Follow it up.
He certainly did. Big knee to end round 2.
He doesn't care.
Didn't make much contact, but Sanchez got to feel a little better about things here.
I mean, yeah, you're still alive. You got to come out, make the adjustments, and finish this guy in round 3 if you want to win the fight.
Yeah, I think it's just something that more than.
Let's see if we can hear the corner here.
Optically, just want to show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Harris Harvey's Lake Tahoe. One more to go. This year. The third.
Trying to catch what they're saying in the corner, and he said everyone can see the punishment that you're. Hello, Ali. Everyone's seen the punishment you're taking on your legs, so maybe throw some kicks to show that maybe it's not as hurt as it would appear to be. Certainly it has to be agonizing right now. All right, final round. There is Jose Luis Verdugo, Dos Lobos, facing Erick Sanchez. Look back a second. There is
Look
that
at those leg kicks.
kick.
Those are super hard to deal with.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
Showing that.
But I say
soccer
bite down
background.
on that mouthpiece, wait for that kick, and just throw one hard one.
Absorb the pain. The kick from Verdugo gets through in the midsection.
Yeah, that was a perfect time to bum rush the for your takedown. He threw it right to the body, pick it up, and charge.
Missing some opportunities there, Sanchez. One could be enough. He's a tough dude.
He is, but he seems content to just want to slug it out, you know? He's not really pressing for a takedown, and that's something that surprises me a bit.
Verdugo, in all likelihood, with a healthy advantage on the scorecards.
Healthy advantage, and he looks to be the much bigger, stronger party. Grip.
The first round was one-way traffic. You could even argue it would be a 10-8 round. I'm not sure the officials will see it that way, but it's a possibility. Sanchez ducks a couple punches. Cannot be a stationary target. He has had to go to left hand here as the left lead leg took a beating. A corner from Verdugo. They want combinations, but the punching has stopped. The kicks have stopped. Stagnant third round. Short kick from Verdugo.
Wasn't able to get it off as cleanly as he wanted to. Sanchez with a straight left. Trying to just narrow it down, trying to close this guy, stop him, cut him off. Trying to get his punches off, but
nothing from power from Sanchez. Kicks or punches in this fight. Big lead left.
Nice. Trying to pick up that lead leg. Low single leg. It didn't work, but almost. That's the way to do it.
He's had to switch to left hand. It doesn't really look like he has much power in that left hand. He's almost using it as a jab.
Well,
there's a big looping right.
What's interesting about people that switch from orthodox to southpaw is that they're usually more dominant to one side. You can't be perfect on both. So my opinion is, you know, stick to which one you're dominant at. You're not going to be able to master both sides. Some people can do it really well. Some people are using it for reserves, like Erick is. But definitely that can be the drawback when you're switching stances, is that you're not as dominant on that side, so you might as well just stick to the side that you're best at.
Does that tell you that left leg is in that much pain? Because
it might be, and it might just be what he's more comfortable with, but you notice every time he took a kick to that lead leg, he was falling down on his butt, but you don't know. Fighters come in with so many injuries. He could have, you know, a torn meniscus and he's still fighting and walking in there to go fight. So you don't know. He could have reoccurring injuries, and then that just might be the money spot, and he has no choice but to stand southpaw.
Yeah, he's still able to put some pressure on that left leg, but he is putting most of the weight on the right.
And you got to commend him for being able to switch stances like that. Not everyone knows how to do that.
That's
nice.
A problem. Low blow.
Oh.
Not high enough. The good news is he was able to fire off a kick. The bad news, he fired it off in the one place you can't.
I'd like to see a replay for 1,000, Alex. Let's take a look. Trying to go to the body.
That's almost belt.
That grazes, but you know, I mean, it definitely grazed. You got 5 minutes to take. Fighters get 5 minutes for the low blow shots. He's good. Listos.
All right, back to action, third round. Erick Sanchez with everything to fight for. Unlucky with that low blow that may not have been that low.
You got 60 seconds to put it on this guy.
You have to go for the knockout here.
Yes, go for broke.
At least get a takedown,
Come
maybe
on.
a submission.
Yes, Erick.
Erick, he felt good about that. You can see a little pump, little pep in the step.
Verdugo, though, is going to be tough to put away. He is looking to get his first win under the Combate Americas banner, and you know what? He's very convincing, in my opinion, so far.
Sanchez, last-ditch cafe.
I mean, I love how Erick Sanchez is always pushing the pace coming forward. It's Verdugo who's always backing up. He hasn't been able to stop the fight with those soccer kicks, and he hasn't thrown anything to the head that was, you know, super detrimental, but Erick has.
All right, Verdugo stamps on that leg. A little response there from Silva.
Returns fire with the leg kicks. He can do it too.
But he is running out of time. Little combination made some headway, not enough.
Let's go. That's it.
All right, at the end, and it's going to be an impressive win for Verdugo, who did a ton of damage in the first round and was able to persevere and do enough to frustrate Erick Sanchez. We told our clock may be a little awry, so now we have 10 seconds to go.
Hey, going for broke, Erick Sanchez.
There's still time for Sanchez. He has to go for it.
And that's kind of the fight that he would have liked to have had, is just standing in the pocket and slugging it out. Great fight by both gentlemen.
We will be back with mucha más acción after this timeout. Stay connected to the fastest growing sport in the world. From the comfort of your own home, Combate Americas brings you the most exciting fights, the latest in MMA news, features, and mucha más acción. Follow Combate Americas on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to watch Combate Americas on Access TV, Univision, and 2DN. Combate Americas, mucha más acción.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
As we recap this, we'll look back at the first round from Verdugo representing Sonora, Mexico. Round one, he was abusive, taking out that lead leg time and time again of Erick Sanchez.
Nice leg kicks. Those were the move of the fight. Verdugo's soccer leg kicks played a big part in this fight. He took the lead leg out from Sanchez, and he had no choice but to switch to southpaw position. Those leg kicks slowed him down, but there was heavy punches from Erick Sanchez return that had Verdugo stunned several times. A little bit of a low blow there, but Erick Sanchez always coming forward, pushing the pace, throwing heavy shots. And Verdugo with those leg kicks, those are bad. It's gonna be not only leave a welt, but it's gonna be a little hard to walk tomorrow morning.
Now Sanchez can laugh about it, but you'll have to go back to the drawing board. We'll go to the official scorecard. Let's go back inside La Jaula to Lupe Contreras.
Damas y caballeros, después de completar las 3 vueltas, los jueces están completamente de acuerdo, entregando tarjetas idénticas de 30 a 27. After going all 3 rounds, the judges are in complete agreement, turning in identical scorecards of 30 to 27. In favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision, a favor del ganador, por decisión unánime, Puro Tijuana, José Luis Verdugo.
Lupe saying Puro Tijuana because, of course, Jose Luis Verdugo training at Entram Gym under the watch of Raul Arvizu. And a win as sweet as candy, just uplifting for Verdugo, frustrated with his 2 prior losses in Combate Americas. Gets a win against a real good fighter in Erick Sanchez.
Thanks for watching the best of Combate Americas.